right here. Behind that rock I would stand, or you can see remnants of the old stuff in the background. Now there's trails that used to be going up here for the old miniature gardens. This one follows through here. Stairways going from the mid lawn over into where they're now construction. There's another path to this way. I'll go first. As you can see, it used to be all landscapes, and over many years of neglect. Some nice autumn leaves here. Amazing. There's more passing everywhere, but I've been wanting to go over to the old Chinese temple area. I don't have too bad of a day today. We got some nice berries going on this time of year. And here's a tree that I remember as well. Very colorful at this time of year. Tiny little bridge. This used to be a stream on each side of here that had running water during the time of the gardens. Again, the path has been kind of, I'll go up this path here. Okay, so I'm at the part of the path that I would have came up a different way. This is one of my favorite spots when I was photographing these gardens. We're looking down on the Chinese gardens in this direction. Along the old trail that used to come up here. Somewhat. And over. So you know, you would have probably came up somewhere around in this area. This is the wide open between the, you can see there's lots of oak trees. It's a little dark here. All covered over. This is where the wagon was. And again, I'm just gonna go over, you can see the gardens over on this direction. We'll get down there as well. But I just want to come over this direction first, because I didn't get through this. Again, in disrepair. Just where the green fern bush there used to stand a flower maiden. I believe this is where we would enter. We would have entered in here to go see a beautiful house. Oh, you can see it. Way in the back, you can see the house is all overgrown. The house is all overgrown. You can see it, barely see the house that I'm trying to find. Wow, it's still here. So completely overgrown. So you used to be able to walk in front of there, but you can't now. It is a very gray day here, but I thought you might enjoy a red tree. see some more of our fall colors by the water, by the roadway, I should say. Yes, this would be probably where the Peacock would have been, right about here. I think there is. Oh, it's been. This is part of the Peacock that we're seeing, the blue Peacock. This is very sad that they had to knock it down. This is the Peacock. Yes, it was just a sod peacock, but this is pieces of the Peacock. As I said, I'll be showing pictures along this journey as well. The Peacock, what's remaining at the Peacock, blue all over the place here. Kind of see that the brushwork kind of off the greenery here looks like a peacock tail. I'm moving towards the place that I kind of diverted to earlier, where it was a overgrown bridge crossing. So again, another Canadian flag would be just right up here. Another flag. Over here would be a little table and chairs that I remember. Oh, there's some color there for you. I'll have to come back this way. But I just want to show you the bridge as I kind of moved away from that section. This looks amazing at this right now with all the yellow here. Amazing yellow. Wow. Wow, I wish I had this before. I'm glad I came here when it was not raining, but this is absolutely gorgeous. Normally, winter gardens would have been closed by this time in October, just after Thanksgiving Day. So nobody would probably have gotten this kind of shot ever. But I could just see a family standing underneath here for a family photo or anything like that right now. This is amazing. All right, this is the way I would have went to get on top of this bridge. This would also lead us back to the Peacock up here, but I wanted to go back through this beautiful, beautiful bridge. I think I shot this multiple times. And then we had some steps in here. See, it's a little bit darker in here. I might be able to correct that. That's a beautiful scene right there. It's like a little red in the corner. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to let you know that I used to take photos from down here going towards the garden, through here and to here, because here was a fountain in the back here, and you can see the white water pipes in the back. I wish I had this kind of view before, but yeah. This was a pond back in the day, and water was shooting out of those spouts over there. There's a white one you might be able to see in the distance there. I can't zoom too much. Now it looks like there's been vandalism. And just people coming here. They're not, you know, well, there looks like a big tree may have been taken down in here. Again, let's take a look at the pond from this direction, because I have a really nice shot from this direction of the fountains when I was here. Probably around this angle right here. Now we're entering what we call the rose garden. The trees are maintained. The roses were behind these trees. Now it is not maintained. Oh, this looks a little bit colorful. We can take a picture of that. As I said, this would be all full of roses, colorful roses. As I said, this is an abandoned garden called Minter Gardens. Now there, as you can see, again, there's more construction all over the place where people would sit and enjoy the gardens and rose garden here. Now there's paths going on the other side, but this is kind of an angle I would always take. There would have been an arch over by those green trees in the far end off the path there. But there's nothing much left of this gazebo. Trees are a little, they look a little wind, the trees look a little wind blown and blown over, not maintained in the last few years. A lot of memories here. Here's some of the nice paths here. You can see there's a pedestal over here, which I used to like to take photos of. It doesn't look too bad today. A little worn. They look good. They're in great shape. When there was car shows, there was cars all over this whole acreage in the middle of June. People got married here. This is another lawn where ceremonies would take place. The bride would come down from either angle, depending on which direction she felt that she wanted her wedding to be going. And again, more remnants of the beauty of this place still remains. Nice and wonderful little blue flower. Again, everything is just repaired. On the other side is some pavilion kind of style housing, and they are overgrown, as you can see on the other side of the hedge. The archways are all worn from the back in the day. And again, this is just the open gardens here. Now, I'll be going over towards that tree over there in a few moments here. Now, there was a beautiful, beautiful statue that once lived in here. Now, that statue is actually in good repair, and the actual owners of the property before, Minter Gardens, took the statue out and put it towards at their garden shop in town. Again, you can see wind has played havoc here. Maybe even vandalism, or the wind may have taken that down. This one looks like it was a little bit more sheltered, so it was still there. But as you can see, not too well maintained, as this has been abandoned for a few years. Now, this is a beautiful path I always loved. The added leaves on the ground is marvelous. Again, this would have been lined with beautiful flowers. Now there's another trellis of that used to be well kept up and maintained on a yearly basis. We're coming up to it. You can see the yellow in front of me, and it looks like a little cave going to the other side. Well, I've taken multiple shots here, but this is actually really pretty too. We're gonna go through this maze as possible. As you can see how beautiful it is. I'm gonna try to keep this as balanced as possible throughout here. See, the transitioning is not the greatest here with the GoPro. It's not bad. This sure has been overgrown, and you can see here we have a gazebo that was made one of the newer attractions that were here. You were able to play checkers and even chess. Here was more walkways up here. Where those blackberries are over there. I used to take a shot down the rocks to the gazebo there. And you can see this is also a beautiful area, so I'm going to take a get closer to this. This is beautiful at this time of year. Amazing. Ooh, see, abandoned gardens can sometimes have an eerie feeling to them, but they can definitely produce some very, very cool images for video. Again, here's another tree coming up that stood tall during the day. And there's the Concord, the tree that is orange way up there. The one closest, that's where the tents and all that is. I'll get up there as well. But this was a big open area. And there is also another feature back here called the water feature. We could tell the stones have been here and been displaced. But here's the fountain. I'll try from this direction because it wasn't really viewable when they had all the flowers in there. So I'll get to the other side. It might be easier to show the whole thing. Long water wallet. Now there's something we can do too. Now a lot of people didn't really do this little trick, but many years ago they had this path open for going to see the beautiful fountain. And right now we're right by the Trans-Canada Highway and the highway going to Agassiz. So we're gonna come up here. I shot this once before. Yeah, let's see what it's like now. Like if this was a big fountain that would advertise the Minter Gardens. Now this would be the meat and bones. Right by those two trees, there would have been a fountain behind it, and there would have been a sign out front saying Minter Gardens. So this would have been fountain, but now we have like a side here. Now there was a fork in the road here. One way went down to a pond, and I'm going to go that direction first and come right back up. I think there's some stairs still available. I think yes. There's still some trees, like a step still left to get up. So we would try to go up that direction. Now this is kind of sad. This was one of my favorite features in here. There was a big octopus kind of feature. You can see that it has been now taken out during the demolition around here, as this is being developed into some housing around here. So this was a big octopus pond here, and it had a water spraying all over this place there, and this is what it looks now. Now, just up by that tree, there was a hut with like a dwarf in it. I'm pretty sure all the little knickknacks and statues were taken back by Brian Minters himself. You see somebody's written on the post of the fountain here, which I didn't see going the other direction. Now there's a path here that crosses upward, and there was a smaller path here. This is what I'm going to, but I'll get to the same spot, hopefully. Old buckets from the days. believe this is where the old walkway up is. But here's another pathway. Very colorful over this direction. And it looks like we're coming out up to a couple places that I really enjoyed when I was visiting here. Well, it's kind of not good to see, but as you can see, this was a pond. It had a rail. Up in this area somewhere, there was a house that had a 7 dwarf on it. So, and over here, it looks like somebody's been camping out a little bit. But the path would kind of go here, and then up here would have been a nice big waterfall. There's the house. Over there would be where the 7 dwarf would be. We'd walk over here across the bridge. Very disrepair, and lots of disrepair, unfortunately. But the waterfall would come in here somewhere, or I think it's up a little bit higher. See, this would all be stream right down in here. All down in here would be stream. This would be the waterfall in here. Looks like the bridge got destroyed by a huge boulder. My goodness. So I have to be very careful. I have a little bit of support here from the old railing, so I have to be very, very careful. So the water would be coming down here. Very nice flowing water, nicely maintained, all the way underneath the bridge to the other side. Now these will be where the rhododendrons were most years. The fences are in disrepair. I expected that. There used to be a bench over where I'm pointing now. And that's where I took a shot right over there. Better view, you could have seen the, right now this overlooks where they're constructing more houses by the roadway, but you used to be able to see the Trillium restaurant here. You've been able to see a little bit of the front gate as well, which has been taken down. Blackberries all over the place here. And a birdie. Pretty. Birds still come here. All right, so we're gonna head back down to what I call, it was a cobblestone, but in post I turned it into a yellow brick road. But the cobblestones don't even seem to be here anymore. If I can take a look underneath, still cement. Oh, maybe. But there was cobblestones in here, really nicely cobblestones. It looks like they took all the important cobblestone out here. So it would have started here and into here. And as I said, I turned this into what we call the yellow brick road. And I had brought the characters of the Wizard of Oz. It looked like it was, we're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. So I can't sing, so please forgive me. Oh, you can see some of the cobbling on the ground there. This is what it was all made of, right here. And it came around the corner a little bit, and I'm pointed way too up on that one. Again, we're back overlooking the rose garden here. And we're this hump of where you can see there's stones on the side, and a little bit was another giant flower maiden, woman made of flowers. Again, we're back to one of the other starting points. This is a bridge. I believe this is the bridge that my wife sat on a rock over there, and there was a waterfall. As you can see, rocks have destroyed the bridge. So we're coming up to the old Chinese gardens in here. And that would be in the directions of the gate and the parking lot and the Trillium restaurant. So I am trying to get into this Chinese gazebo over here, if I can. Looks like a lot of this repair. There was a path in here before. Now we just have to go and take a look. So I'm gonna have to take my time. Looks like a few things have kind of eluded us a little bit. Ugh. There's a Chinese gazebo. As you can see, all the windows have been smashed out. I kind of love this horseshoe. But there was all kinds of plants, and here was a stepway down there. This would have been a step. You would step down here. There would have been a step down to the foyer. You'd see the Trillium restaurant across the way. As you can see, it's all abandoned. I'm surprised it's even standing, but no artifacts, just broken glass. Yes, it has electricity up here as well, as you can tell, to heat the Chinese plants. Now, I will be going to a spot where I stood and took a photo of my wife, approximately about here. Now, my zoom lens got her right about in here, out that way. You're gonna probably see the difference when I put the shot in there. how much different it is. So that's the shot I was covering. Now it looks like there's people also showing their love here. So again, we have to be careful around here. It is a construction zone. Alright, so one last spot that I need to kind of show you is the last little walkway up from the Chinese gazebo there. As you can see, there was lots of wonderful things happening here. You can still see some of the beauty that was a show garden. Now in this general area where I'm pointing my GoPro at right now, there used to be a pot in here, and we would use our effects with our cameras all the time coming through here with that pot. There's a potted pot on an angle. It was really beautiful, and with the zooming it made super effects, and I'll probably show a photo of that too, because there's lots and lots of garden shots that I've taken here over the years that it was open and I was a season pass holder. This would have been another path in here, and it looks like it could come up in there. So it looks like we got some nice blue sky. Oh, gray sky. And again, this would have been more of a pond or lake, and there was a fountain in here as well. So, and all kinds of things to take a look at. As I said, it's completely overgrown. It's amazing what is still left. You have to kind of remember that this used to be a place where my Oma used to come to have some enjoyment. My dad had his wedding on this lawn right here. This lawn. And over this way, it's been all torn out, but that was the this was the wedding grounds here. Another wedding grounds for people.